Hi again, guys. So this is another one of our quadcopters. I've showed this in a previous video. Basically, I haven't mentioned this before, but we actually put these things together for some of our customers. This one is going to go out soon. We've just finished some testing with it. We build custom quadcopters according to what you need them for. If it's for aerial videos, then we do that. Also different types. If it's for FPV, if you want longer run time, whatever it is, we discuss it and then we build one that's right for you. If you're just starting out and you want something simple, we do that. If you want something just to mess around with, not too expensive, say without GPS capability, something that you're going to fly in the park, we've got that as well. We've got ready to fly kits with radios, professional radios. We've got ones that are receiver ready and battery ready, and we've got some kits as well. But on the most part, we put them together completely, with or without the radio, of course. But we test them with our own radios if they don't go out with your radio. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about this one. One thing is there's a brush. This one comes with a brushless gimbal on here. This one has actually come out of another quadcopter, and we're still waiting for the brushless gimbal for this one. But it's pretty similar to this one that you see over here. It's connected slightly different to what you see on most. Most people have those clamps over here, so you can easily remove it, which is what we usually would offer. These ones we've put extra dampeners on top here for now. It still works very well, strangely enough, even with these soft balls, which we never actually use. But I think because there's 8 of them, there's another 4 on the back. It works rather well. So this gimbal specifically is for the GoPro, which is what most people are actually using these days. But you can actually lift a lot more with this quad, anywhere up to a DSLR, and put a DSLR gimbal on here. The nice thing that we integrate now, or the biggest problem that I've seen, is that this runs off 12 volts or usually lower. It's actually recommended for lower with this board, which is the LX board. We only use those boards. We've tried other boards. They don't work very well, or they work well for a little while and then they just stop working. These ones never had one problem with them. So yeah, we've got this that runs off a lower voltage. We've also got your transmitter for whether you're running FPV or whether you want to run with the LCD screen, so you can see what your video footage is. And I'll talk about that a little bit as well a little bit later. So you've got your transmitter sitting over here. This is actually a very nice position. It's far away from all the other electronics, from your GPS in the back, from all the speed controllers sitting in here. And this also runs on 12 volts. So the question is do you carry an extra battery, 3-cell battery, when this one runs on a 4S? Or what are you going to do if you're running a 6S? Now, a lot of people will use the balance plug from the main battery, which is a good option, and then just use the 3S or 4S connector with the 3S wires only going through, so you get the 12 volts. Which is one way of doing it. The other way, which I find to be a little bit better, is running a little voltage regulator over here, which basically drops the voltage. So from the battery, from the power supply, which is all soldered over here. This isn't very neat. We usually neaten it up before it goes out. Like I said, this was just for testing. But basically you have that plug going out, which goes into this board. And then from that board, it goes out to two outputs, as you can see, one over here and another one over there for the transmitter and then for this board. So basically, and now you can regulate that voltage to whatever you want. If you take it out the battery, then you limit it to running basically 12.6 volts, and then it'll go down to whatever your battery runs down to, and then the voltage keeps dropping. If you're running off if you're running the 2S section, then it's going to go down from 8.4 and down. When you're using a voltage regulator, when it comes off a 4S, it doesn't matter what the voltage goes down to, as long as it's above, say, 12 volts, which on a 4S you keep it, usually you put the buzzer up to about 14.8 volts, then it will always take it down to the same voltage, 12 volts. So it's only going to let 12 volts through, so you're going to get a constant amount of current coming out to both, to whatever you're taking out, which is why I like that a lot better. It's actually very cheap and works great. So yeah, this is pretty much the settings. This is running also DJI NASA, and we're running also Henry Lee motors. You know, a lot of guys like the Tiger motors. They say they're very efficient and so on and so on. I've tried Tiger motors. They are very, very good. But Henry Lee motors, I can tell you, are also absolutely amazing. As long as you get the right combo between your setup being your weight of this, your speed controllers, the size of the motor to the size of the propeller, you're not going to go wrong. Which is what we do. We basically put the whole thing together. This setup was basically built for slow flying, so that you can take nice video footage. This would be hooked up to an LCD, which is exactly what we've tested it with. So basically you'll get nice shots, and you can see that you're getting the exact shot that you want, which is why we're running the smaller propellers. These are 1245s. Now, even though with the 1245, if you do the calculations, you need about 63% throttle to get this thing up in the air. What that means is it's going to be a lot softer as it goes up and down. It's still got plenty of power, but the entire movement is going to be very, very soft on the vertical. Going forward and backwards, it's still very, very agile, and because it's very, very large quad, or relatively large quad, it's very smooth, especially with the right brushless gimbal. You can put 14-47 inch with these motors, and then your throttle drops to about 48% for takeoff, and then this thing goes extremely well. You actually get a slightly longer flight time. It's only a little bit, it's not a big difference, but yeah, that's pretty much some of the setup differences. You can see there's a little GoPro attachment over here. We're just doing some testing with the GoPro being solid, just to check the jello, if there is any jello, even from a solid mount. There's absolutely no jello from this mount, using the brushless gimbal. Everything's been tested, and this is pretty much ready to go out. I'm going to put a little bit of video footage from this. This was actually a video that we did for some of our friends at Tactical Response. They do firearms training, and we shot some video of them during their fighting pistol class, and so you'll be able to see some of the video footage from that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time with some of our other products and reviews, and just tutorials, anything like that. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments and suggestions, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.